Well, founder, chairman, and managing director for Renew Power joins us for a quick time, Mr. Sumant Sinha. Thank you so much for joining us. The domestic industry is under a lot of pressure due to high prices, basically of coal and other crude prices as well. Do you think this shortage is temporary, and what renewable sector can play a role in this particular segment, sir?
See, the reality is that power demand in India is growing very robustly. And because of that, and because of some issues about sourcing more coal very rapidly, although, of course, the domestic industry is trying to keep pace, therefore, there are shortages and therefore prices are going up. At the same time, there's also a lot of inflation in terms of commodity prices globally. And therefore, even imported coal is becoming very expensive. Costs have actually, or prices of coal have actually more than doubled over the last few months' time. And therefore, structurally, you have more demand. And the way to service that higher demand is become more expensive. And so, therefore, prices are going up and will likely stay up for a while, especially with summer now approaching. Now, renewables can't play a role in the short term because it does take a year and a half to add new capacity. And we need to go faster. But for that, we need to debottleneck the supply of the equipment, the transmission connectivity, the land acquisition, all of those things. And if we do all of that holistically, then perhaps we'll be able to make a dent in this demand growth situation. But, there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
You mentioned about a long-term growth for renewables. I know the gestation period for a renewable project is quite long, vis-a-vis a thermal project. What needs to be done immediately to address, because the rising inflation is about 14.55%. The household budget is completely off the track as of now. What can be done with respect to government easing policies, basis points, rate reduction? The industry probably could step in here and give some relief to the consumers. What is your take? What do you think that the industry could probably do or should be done to reduce ease on customers now?
Look, I don't think customers are yet feeling the pain of power prices going up because ultimately it's the discoms that pay the extra cost, right? And ultimately discoms sell to the customers at pre-arranged prices based on what the regulator has specified. So in that sense, customers are not really seeing the brunt of higher prices at this point in time. And also keep in mind that 90-95% of India's power is sold under long-term contracts where prices actually haven't gone up, right? It's only in the merchant market, which is a very small part of the market, which is only a 5-7%, where prices are going up. So in that sense, customers are not really having to pay a larger amount for their power purchases at this point.
Right. You recently had a JV with L&T and IOC. How is it going? I know it's a very short period to comment as of now, but what are the first set of deliverables that you're targeting with the green hydrogen, the whole scenario? The government also working very hard on that. You are, of course, a big player for green hydrogen, a big supporter. So what are the first set of deliverables with the JV that we can expect in times to come?
Well, first let me say that we have some really, really very good partners. Both L&T and IOC are excellent companies, and we are really proud to be and delighted to be partnering with them. They bring a lot of very unique capabilities to the table. The first thing to answer your question that we will be working on really is a couple of pilot plants for the IOC Mathura and Panipat refineries, which we will hope to try to look at getting up and running fairly soon. And then we'll take it from there. I think we're all waiting for the government's green hydrogen policy on the demand side, where they are likely to put in place certain green hydrogen purchase requirements. And I think that will then really kickstart a lot of work on the demand side as well, which we can then hope to service from our JV.
If you like the video, do like, comment, share and subscribe.